Hello. As it's Vlogmas, and I'm thinking of ideas to take for this month, and I'm doing my best to just show you exactly what's going on in my life and talk about what's going on in my life and all that, just as I discussed in the last video. And it dawned on me, I don't think I've ever done a breakup after a breakup video. Like, I've done the announcing, I'm getting a divorced, and then I just did the announcing, I just broke up with a boyfriend, and then you guys just all wish me well, and eventually I pop back up and I'm happy again. But I thought, somebody out there along with myself really might need to hear this today. And I think it would do me a disservice to not share how I get through a breakup or a loss or a death or anything that appears to be not ever coming back in your life after spending time with them and having them be a part of your life, however that looked for you. I just feel like I want to share my story on how each time I get over it. And I'm not a psychologist, I'm not a therapist. I'm only sharing how I get through it. And I just thought, I was walking my dog and I thought of the different phases that I go through after a breakup or a loss or a death or a loss of a marriage, anything that's loss, like that you can't have again. And at first it's like, the first day is like, oh, now I thought this was what I wanted, but now I'm alone. And you go through that, oh, I'm alone stage, and the like, oh, I'm alone stage, and oh, I'm alone stage. And then you go through the crying, the whatever vice you have, like if it's overeating, if it's drinking, if it's smoking, whatever you do when you feel like you're going through a crisis, you go through that stage. And then you go through, oh my gosh, did I make a mistake? Did I make a mistake? What could I have done better? And then you go through the stage of mad. You're like, so you go through the different emotions, like you go through oh, the sad, what could I have done better? Oh, maybe I was too bitchy. Maybe I was too fat. Maybe he did cheat on me, or maybe it was me. And you just kind of go back and forth like that and drive yourself crazy, actually. And then I go through what it's called rehashing or rethinking about all the things that I did for him. How dare he, like all the meals I cooked for him, all the trips we took, all the hikes we did, all the kids I gave him, all the lollipops I sucked when he gave me a lollipop. I mean, all those times. And then you go through wasn't that good enough? Wasn't I good enough? How could he treat me so bad when I did all these great things for him? And you start getting into this pity party, and then you want to call Jane, or you want to call someone and you want to say, hey girl, hey, yeah, I know. Last time I talked, I was so happy with so-and-so, and we were getting along, and oh my gosh, it was bliss. But guess what, girl? We just broke up. I just kicked him out because he wouldn't pay the rent. And then she goes into blah, blah, blah. I knew he was a blah, blah, blah. You deserve better. Oh my gosh, girl, I told you he was a loser. I told you da, 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 da. And then your mind is just baffled. Then you go through a letting it all out. I make, even for my thing, I make a video. I just make a video and I talk about it. But if you don't have an outlet, then you may start, either isolating yourself or going out on a binge and maybe doing a nap and meeting somebody else, or however you do to heal. But for me, I have learned finally at my later age years, whatever you want to call it, when I look at hindsight, when I look at the whole big picture of everything that went wrong, do you know what it always comes back to for me? And for hopefully you'll be able to see this in maybe you or someone if you're not receptive enough yet. It all comes back to you. It starts with you, it ends with you. So if you have something in your life that is not whole and not complete, and you have not done the work, and you don't believe you're a whole person, and you believe that you're just this half of a person going through life, like for me, I always have felt like I'm very childlike. Like I never grew up spiritually. I always feel like a child, even at my age. It's like I don't know how old I am. I have to say it because it says that's what I am, so I say it. But in my heart, I still feel like this kid that just wants to have fun. Girls just want to have fun. That's all I want to do. Girls just want to have fun. They just want to. Girls just want to have fun. That's all I want to do. So for me, things like responsibilities and paying bills and having the whole responsibility of everything on my shoulder can get a little bit scary. So what do? We just take the half a person and we meet another half a person because that's what we're attracting, because we're not quite feeling good about ourselves, and we're taking our insecurities and they're taking their insecurities, and we just put them together and we just say, now get along. Just get along. Then the more you're with them, you realize all these quirks and jerks that are kind of scary and like, oh, I didn't know. Oh, and then the longer you've been with them, the more they let them out. They let them out and they creep out. Or after you say, I do, then you find out they're an alcoholic, or you find out they're a sex addict, or oh my gosh, or you find out that you're a raving lunatic and you haven't healed your wounds from childhood. And you're just going to bring them into this relationship and say, get along. Now, either you do this, or this, or bye, Felicia. You know what I'm saying? So, ding, 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 ding. Now I know, because I grew up with alcoholic parents, alcoholic grandparents. The first husband I attracted, of course, was an alcoholic. That was just in my do you ever feel, ladies, like you have this, like, or men, that you have this stamp on your forehead that says, if you're an alcoholic, then I know how to fix you. I know how to take care of you. Let's wine and dine and be in a relationship. Well, that's what happens. So whatever it is that you haven't healed in your relationship, or in yourself, I should say, not in your relationship. I guess I could say a relationship with yourself. Whatever things that you haven't healed within yourself, that's what you're going to bring into your next relationship. That's who you're going to attract. But what I'm realizing now is this, if you don't take anything else from this video, hopefully you've made it this far. If we do not heal the wounds from our childhood, we all have them in some sort. We've all grew up dysfunctional. If we do not fix the things that make us insecure about ourselves, if we don't feel worthy enough, pretty enough, if we want to be a doormat and we think that's acceptable, we're going to bring that in the next relationship. They're going to look different, but they're going to be the same person. So what I've learned is, looking back from childhood to all my insecurities and all the slaps on the head and you're dumb and you're not pretty and stop fidgeting and all the things that I heard when I was a child. And then you go to school and then you hear the same things because you bring that energy with you, that wounded energy, and then you just accept it because that's all you know, and so that's what you attract out there in the world. If you take each lesson that from all the things that you've learned in the past relationships and all the things that you haven't fixed within yourself, and go inward and meditate, do some yoga. I lay on a biomat, do some journaling, start practicing every single day what you're grateful for. I'm grateful to be alive at 52. I don't know how old I am, but I am 52, according to papers, and Google and all that. And I'm happy that I can breathe, and I'm happy I have a house, and that I'm healthy, and that I'm still here and I still have a voice. And even if it's all alone, I'm deciding to make healthy boundaries for myself, because yes, I am beautiful, inside and out. And anybody in the world who gets me, I mean, they've got the best of the best of the best of the best. Now, I'm not saying be all cocky and arrogant and feeling good about yourself. I'm just saying that if you have areas like this of unworthiness, then talk yourself up. Talk yourself up until you believe it. Look in the mirror and tell anything you don't like about yourself, switch it around. I am beautiful. I do have big, beautiful blue eyes. My nose is amazing. My lips are beautiful. My teeth. I love that I can smile. I love that I can talk to other people. And I love that my hair just has this natural wave. All I have to do is wash it and then put a little curly stuff in there, and this is just all natural. I don't have to curl my hair. I love the fact that I have natural curves and that my body type is the way that it is. And anybody that likes curvy girls would be grateful to have somebody like me. And then you go out into the world and you have this different type of energy that I'm learning, and you set healthier standards for yourself, and you set boundaries that you deserve instead of taking less than what you deserve into your life. You go out there and you know that you're a boss. You know that what you got is amazing. You know that you've done the work inside of yourself, so you know that you deserve somebody to talk to and to brainstorm with and to bounce ideas off, and someone who lifts you up and does not tear you down. And you in turn lift them up and not tear them down. And you build a healthy rapport and healthy relationship with yourself and love yourself first. And then you go out there and set those healthy boundaries. And if anyone breaks the boundary that could hurt your heart or hurt your spirit, you're out. You're out. Period. End of story. And that's what I want you to take from this video on a breakup, and just what you deserve. You are like nobody else in the world. There is only one of you. And start appreciating you. Start bragging on yourself. I do like humble. I prefer a humble man. I like a man that is, to me, is like, super sexy and strong and powerful, and I feel safe with, but yet doesn't know how powerful and amazing. I mean, doesn't know how beautiful they are. Because to me, beautiful is inside. Beautiful comes from inside first. And then as I see your beautiful heart, then the outside is just like the icing on the cake. But if we learn to look inside, like that one show that they had to talk to each other, and they couldn't see each other. Did anybody see that? If anybody knows what that show is, that was amazing. They had to pick somebody they wanted to marry, and they were just in boxes, and they had to ask each other questions, and they had to get to know their heart before they could see what they look like. And they had to fall in love with the heart first. That's when you should get in a relationship. That's what I'm learning at my age. And so I don't feel sorry for myself. I feel like, wow, I am in the most blissful place I've ever been in my entire life. I am in the most blissful place I could be in my entire life, because I'm doing the work to love myself. And I love myself. And anybody who ever got in a relationship with me, friends, lovers, whatever, would be truly blessed themselves inside. And that's how we would meet. And that's what I want to leave you with today from after a breakup or after a death or after anything. I pray that you will take the parts of this video that impacted you the most and that you will bring that into your life and have the most amazing life that you deserve to have without any heartbreak. And then when the deaths or something happens, you move forward fast. In 2 days, I allow myself to grieve 2 days and then get moving, girl. And then I kick myself in the butt and I say, get moving, girl, because you're not done yet and your life is not over. So until it's over, you get up and you get to moving. And so that's what I want to encourage you today. Get up and get moving. I love you. Thank you for watching. Till the next video.